Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rebo Peace. I'm a relationship coach, and in this particular video, I'm going to be answering frequently asked questions on relationship. I thought I'm going to do this just once, but I'm going to be doing this every week on my channel. So stick to this channel, just stick to this. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you'll be notified anytime a video like this comes up. So, and if you have questions to ask me as regards relationship, because these questions I'm going to be answering, they are commonly questions that people ask me. Commonly questions people ask me, about relationship. So, if you have any questions you want to ask me concerning your relationship, you can do well to send me a DM on Facebook at RealBoatPeace, or you can use my Gmail. I will get your messages there. So you can send me a mail at doimola@gmail.com. I will say that again, doimola@gmail.com. So I will definitely get your messages there, and I will do well to respond to them. Alright, so you're welcome once again. So please stick to this video right to the end. Who knows, I might actually answer your question unknowingly. Alright guys, so let's get right into this particular video. Alright, so the first question I have here is, how do I know the right partner? This is a very common question that I get. How do I know the right partner? The mistake so many people make is looking for the right partner without checking themselves. So I would not say you should go ahead and look for the right partner. The first thing you should do is to actually check yourself. Am I right? Am I okay? With the way I am, can I marry myself like that? Can I marry myself the way I am? Am I okay? These are what you should check before looking for the right partner. So, I have a checklist I use for that. I have a checklist I use for that. We have written everything I want in a man. And I know so many singles have that. You have a spec. You have what you want in a man. You have what you want in a lady. Write them down and check your checklist, because I do that. I go back to my checklist every time to check everything I've written down there. Do I portray what I've written down? Do I portray what I have written here? So it's something I do regularly. I check myself every time. I want this in a man? Am I this? See, one thing about life is that you cannot attract who you are not. You will definitely attract who you are. I'm talking about the kingdom right now. In the kingdom, that is the law. That is the principle. You attract who you are. You can't be iron and attract wood. It is not possible. You can't be wood and attract an iron. So an iron would attract an iron, and a wood will attract a wood. So that is how it is. So before looking out for the right person, check out yourself. Are you right yourself? Can you marry yourself the way you are? So if you check that and you are okay, fine. But wait, we are not perfect. No one is perfect. We work towards perfection. So check out yourself. Are you right yourself? So having done that, one of the easiest ways to know the right partner is through your spirit man. I do tell people, when you want to know if a man comes into your life and you want to know if he's actually the one, check out your spirit. Do you find peace in your spirit man with this person? You all have a spirit, you all have conscience, fine. Do you have, check deep down in your spirit, do you have peace with this person? Is this somebody you can easily flow with? We have two types of peace. Peace you feel in the flesh and peace you feel in the spirit. When I'm talking about the peace you feel in the flesh is, okay, this guy is good looking, is calm, is nice, is this lady, she's nice, she's calm, she's gentle, she's this. That is the peace of the flesh. But when I'm talking about the peace of the spirit, it comes right from your spirit man. The peace that passes man understanding. Do you feel that peace? Once you feel peace with the person, and anytime you are with the person, there is connection, like you flow easily. You don't pretend to be yourself. Like you're just yourself around the person. Then the person should be the one. So I guess that is one of the easiest way to know. And also hearing God. You can hear God, and if for those that don't know how to hear God, cultivate the habit of hearing. So let's move to the second question. I don't spend too much time on this. The second question says, marriage is a lifetime thing, and I believe it gets tiring sometimes. What can be done to avoid this? Alright, marriage is a lifetime thing. And it can get boring. I'm not disputing that fact. Marriage is forever. You don't go into marriage and spend 5 years and run away. You can't go into marriage and spend 20 years and run back. It's not possible. You can't go into marriage and spend 20 years and come back. You are going in for it. Once you enter into it, you entered it for life. And marriage can become boring, it can become tiring when you do not spice things up. One, and it can also become tiring when you depend on love to sustain your marriage and relationship throughout. When you depend on just love, the way you feel, the butterflies inside of you, to sustain your marriage throughout, then there is 100 points, 100% assurance that marriage will become tiring. Love is not enough to sustain a marriage. You can't depend on love only. See, by the time the reality of marriage hits you, you will know love is not enough to sustain your marriage. You have to put in the intentionality to make your marriage work. One thing that sustains a marriage is intentionality. You have to be intentional about making your marriage work. Love is just fickle. Fine, love is part of it, but it's fickle. It's a feeling, and it can't be dependent, or you can't depend on it to sustain your marriage. So that is why you have to be intentional about making your marriage work. You have to put in the effort to make your marriage work. There are times you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like showing love. There are times you don't even feel like communicating. There are times you just everything, but the effort you put in, you have to just put in that effort to make it work. You have to just put in that effort to love. You have to just sacrifice. That is what marriage is all about. And I may not know much about marriage. One thing that sustains marriage is knowing what to do. Responsibility. Marriage is work. If you have it at the back of your head that marriage is work, then you don't have problem. Marriage is work. Marriage is responsibility. Marriage is beyond love. So if you know why you are going into your marriage, you know the reason why you are going into marriage, then you will not have problem. As a man, know the reason why you are going to marriage, and as a lady, know the reason why you are going to marriage. If you are just going with the mentality, okay, I just want to go and love, it will become tiring, it will become boring, it will not work out. So if you know love is part of it, responsibility is part of it, and also being intentional, all these things makes your marriage work. I don't talk more on marriage, so I will just skip that. Alright, so let's go to the third one. The third one says, can distance relationship really work out? And what is your perspective on it? Can distance relationship really work out? Distance relationship can work out. I would say that distance relationship can work out, but it depends on you. It depends on you. And my own perspective about distance relationship is that distance relationship can work out. But one thing I will say, if you do not believe it can work, don't go into it. If you don't believe distance relationship can work, don't go into it. Because the same way you rush into a distance relationship, that's the same way you will rush out. Distance relationship is work. It is work. So if you have to believe in it before you go into it. And this thing is not just one-sided, it is a mutual thing. You and your partner have to come into agreement to make it work. You have to believe that this distance relationship can work, and also your partner also has to believe that it can work. But in a situation whereby you believe that distance relationship can work and your partner doesn't believe, see, there is nothing you use. There is no. I've not seen the method you want to use to make it so it will not work. Why? Because one person doesn't agree. Even the Bible says, can two work together except they agree? No. Can two work together except they agree? They can't. So the two of you have to come to an agreeing terms to make it work. You have to put in the work. You have to be on the same place to make it work. So it has to do with agreement. But if the two of you can agree to make it work, it will definitely work out. But if you can't agree, this one you can't agree to make it work, like one person believes it can work and the other partner believes it can work, and you go into it, you will be frustrated. So I will advise you, don't do that. Don't even bother to go into it. Alright, so I guess I've answered that question. The first one says, talk more on compatibility when it comes to relationship and marriage. Compatibility is a very critical issue. Compatibility is a very critical issue. And it's very important in relationship. You know, compatibility is a state of being compatible. So, are we together on the same plate? That is what compatibility simply means. So, now I believe in every relationship genre are stages in relationship. So we have the talking stage. Yes, we have the talking stage. Then leads to relationship, then from relationship it leads to marriage. And the talking stage is when you guys come together to, like, you are getting to know each other to see if it can actually lead to the next stage, which is relationship. And it is during your that stage, the talking stage, you know if you both are compatible for each other. And we have different types of compatibility. We have compatibility in belief, compatibility in religion, compatibility in interests, with different types. But I will say the one that is superior to all is compatibility in belief. Now, I'm a Christian. Now let's bring it to the kingdom. I believe God exists. I believe God is the ruler of all. I believe Jesus came to this world to die for my sins. Then it is not possible for me to be in a relationship with someone that doesn't believe in Jesus Christ. That is one compatibility. It is not possible. I believe in Jesus Christ. It is not possible for me to be in a relationship with someone that doesn't believe in Jesus Christ. If I happen to be in a relationship with someone that doesn't believe in Jesus Christ, then that is wrong compatibility. That is wrong compatibility, and that is the highest of all. That is the superior of all. See, so far you guys have the same belief. You are a Christian. You believe in God. Then you can work things out together. You know, the mistake people are making is that they place compatibility in interest above everything. Now, compatibility in interest in the sense that I love music, he loves to be a drama, he loves drama. Then, as I love music, I'm looking for someone that loves music also. I'm in the music ministry. I'm also looking for someone that's also in the music. So every other person that comes to me that is not in the music ministry, then we can't work together. That is where so many people are getting it wrong. You don't have to be compatible in the same interest for you to work together. And you can also be compatible in the same interest to work together. It is fine. But it is not compulsory. It is not a necessity for you guys to be compatible in the same interest to work together. So far you guys have the same belief. So far you guys you are compatible in the same, you believe in one thing, you believe in Jesus Christ, you believe in God, you can agree to terms when it comes to things of the game, then you are good to go. What you need majorly is support. Since if he loves music, he's in the music ministry and you are in the drama ministry, and you guys are willing to support each other, then you are good to go. What the important thing when it comes to relationship is support. The important thing when it comes to relationship is support. Support him in his field and also support me in my field. Like this, I am a relationship coach. I talk on relationship. Now, as a relationship coach, it should be wrong for me to be looking for a man that talks on relationship, a man that is also a relationship counselor. It should be wrong for me. It's going to be wrong on my own side. So far, he loves God. So far, we have the same belief when it comes to God. We both believe that Jesus Christ is Lord. We both believe that Jesus Christ came to this world to die for our sins. We both believe in God. Then we are good to go. What we need majorly is support. I support his interest and he supports my interest. Then we work together. So many Christians, so many people, they are misplacing that thing. They've placed compatibility in interest above every other thing. If you can find someone that has the same interest as yours, then you are good to go. You are fine. But if you can't find someone that has the same interest as you, but you believe, you have the same belief, you are willing and ready to support each other's interests, then you are good to go. I guess I've answered that. Alright, so the last one I'll be answering here, it says, what would you advise a lady that finds it difficult to quit an abusive relationship? What would I advise a lady that finds it difficult to quit an abusive relationship? What I will say is that the first thing I'm going to ask you, if you're in an abusive relationship, what are your fears? What are your fears? What are you keeping? Like, what are your fears? Do you really need to stay in that abusive relationship? What is it adding to you? You are in an abusive relationship. You are not being paid to be there. You are emotionally blackmailed. You please quit. If you have the faith, you are scared of what tomorrow holds for you. If you quit that relationship, I can fully tell you that the best is yet to come for you. God has the best for you, so you don't have to kill yourself in that relationship before you realize yourself. God has the best of the best for you. You don't have to kill yourself in that relationship before you realize yourself. If you quit that relationship today, the best is coming for you. So that relationship is not the end of the world for you. So quit any relationship that abuses you emotionally. See, it's not until a man start beating you or a lady start beating you before you know you are in an abusive relationship. Anything that affects your mental health, anything that affects your emotions, then that thing is already abusive. Please quit. Please quit. I've been there before. Yes, I've been there before. I was I will call it an abusive relationship because my emotions were toyed with, and I left, and I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm doing very well. So that relationship is not the end of the world for you. Quit any if he's abusing you emotionally, please quit it. The best is yet to come. The best, God has the best of the best for you. You don't have to die in that relationship before you realize yourself. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. I really appreciate. And if you have questions, any more questions on relationship, please do well to contact me via Facebook, Reobo Peace, or go to my Gmail, doimolaadeni@gmail.com. You can send me your message. I will actually receive them. I will actually see them, so we can handle it here. Relationship is not hard. It's not hard if you involve God in it. So see you next time on my channel. Yes, next week on my channel. I love you guys. Bye.